Hey guys, welcome back. I am Ethan Zare. Welcome back to my channel. We are once again playing Higurashi When They Cry. Unfortunately, this is not Please Don't Hate Christmas, so please don't hate me. I have to re-record some gameplay from the last part, and I recorded that the day of. I went to the bathroom at one point, and I accidentally stopped recording for this huge section of the ending, and so I have to re-record some of that. I did notice eventually. When that comes out, I explain it in the video. But I'm here playing Higurashi When They Cry. A lot of you commented some really helpful comments, so thank you so much for that. I'm glad that people actually watched it and were like reacting to it. And some of you actually told me who your favorite character was, and so I'm glad that you did that because I asked. One of you commented how to pronounce everything, so thank you so much for that. I have my phone right here. I'm going to read out what some of them are. Some of them I was pronouncing correctly. Not everything. I really struggled with the town name. Kruger of Cause told me what all the pronunciations are. The town is Hinamizawa. Right, Hinamizawa. The main character is Keiichi. Then we have Rena, Mion, Satoko, and Rika. So yeah, at some point I pronounced everything correctly. Even if it was just once, but yeah. I see some people said that Rena was their favorite. Someone said Keiichi is their favorite. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. I have a different setup. Before I had the like surround sound, and that was it had this echo. The echo is kind of hard to edit. So I actually have headphones this time that I'm going to wear. Surround sound was like immersive, but I guess headphones would be immersive too. I don't know. I just kind of personally think I look stupid with headphones on. I don't think I look good with headphones on, but I know that doesn't really matter. I have a different mic set up. I have a mic that clips onto you that is plugged into the camera. So instead of having to record it separately, and that'll just save me time. I'm also on a time limit. I set a timer on my computer so that I can only be recording for 45 minutes because last time it exceeded that because I accidentally stopped recording and then I stopped paying attention to the time. So this intro has probably gone on for too long, but let's just get right into it. I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. And to top it off, that pesky mom of mine pushing a return journey errand on me just as I'm trying to leave the house. Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Here we go. Hinamizawa. Oh, happy Animal Crossing music. Rena and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. She's got that hat! She's got that hat that I always see in like figures and stuff. I still don't trust you, Rena. Kei-chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting. Mi-chan, you just got here yourself. Okay, shut up, Rena. No one cares. We're having a moment, Rena. Rena's such a pick-me. Oh. Last night's episode of The Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. See, we're so on sync. We're so in sync. We're like besties. Who cares about Rena? I don't care about Rena. Me and Mion for the win. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. I don't see it. What is that? Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rena really did make a picnic. Kei-chan, after you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay, Star? I need to turn the star into something. Because she keeps doing it. Let's make it coughing. She'll cough every time she has a star. She's been like this since last night, you know? Can you take responsibility for this? Alright. I'm a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Responsibility? For what? For what? For what? I wasn't actually paying attention. As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess. Kilos. There we go. When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. Because she's a weak little baby. I say 5. Oh, 5 things. I thought you meant like she was 5 years old. You're exaggerating. Keiichi-kun is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Rena. Rena, you okay? You okay, Rena? You sound a little sick. Let's get going. Evo! Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only thing in there was lunchboxes. Cause she's weak! Correction, I say 5 kilos too. So let's think. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, okay? Got it? She's gonna make me sad. The only thing I could do at the moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies after all. What does that mean? No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be... Maibara-kun. She said it, yay! Maibara-kun, I believe. My two companions My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of the passerbyers even knew my name. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. We're all onto something. It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's that Maibara fellow who just moved here. Yeah, that's how it works out. It was a process of elimination. You could only... The projector just stopped. It was a process of elimination that you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare. And no, it isn't, because it's a horror game. Of course I know them. The first person we met was Old Man Takizo from the Makino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next we meet the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting and he hopes to be an ace spinner in the future. And the person we just met is Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. You know the names of everyone we passed by? And even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mio and Rena exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah, we're not like in the city, where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? Yokeichi my... Yokeichi my bada. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers. Didn't you? That's enough! That's enough! Rena! 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 Shut up. Enough of that! Apparently there is absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. They're always watching. Hinamizawa was not a place to be trifled with. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. It'll give everyone a chance to see you for themselves. That Kei-chan is fighting right in here and fitting in that. Sorry. That Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. The population of Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here, because they're all dying. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about this made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day! It's a wonder seeing you getting along. It's wonderful, not a wonder. This lady is Fujishima-san. Good day. Oh my, Babara-kun. How wonderful for you, having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an empathetic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing an appreciation for how energetic I was. Good. As I looked back over to Rena and Mion, they gave me a wink. Why are they always winking? They're always winking about something. So now that... About time we have lunch, maybe? Maybe? Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man. I'll do what I can. But it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan. Leave it to this old man. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Rena, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Oh, yes! Good idea, I agree! Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. This here is Furude Shrine. It's probably the place where the best view is around. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Yeah, be sure to remember it. Is that important? I don't know. Isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. I was embarrassed for assuming that the festivals had to be held in the summer. Now then, spread out the lunchboxes, and there. It's the view from the background. Or, not the background, well, yes. That's the background. Various colored lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. I went on without saying that it would be... It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, it'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know? Good afternoon. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. What are you doing here? It's Satoko. Satoko! Go away, Satoko. Go away. Ugh, I hate her. Look at her little fang, her little... It was Rika-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see. This was a secret plan. The power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rena. I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on a property? The temple is public grounds, it's not yours. Keiichi's right. Oh, this is everyone's property. Wow, Rika-chan. I don't like the way he said that. Have a seat. Don't, not you. Not you, go away. Go away. Eat with us. Don't, no. After opening a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back to Satoko. Good job. Hold on a second. Where's my spot? No spot for you and nothing for you to eat. Good job. Good job. Don't worry, there's some for you too. Shut up! Shut up right now. No one asked. None. I'll eat all of hers. I will not allow that. Rika! Here, chopstick. Oh, here, chopsticks. Both Satoko and I leapt at the boxes, having it out with each other. Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. Have a plate, one for me-chan and one for Rika-chan too. Rena whipped out a pair of chopsticks and paper plates. If we don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up. That's right, okay. Shall we commence with this battle? Please, eat a lot. There's enough for everyone. Rena, you're getting your diseases all over the food. Rena said as she opened up a thermos. Just then I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. What? I will not let you have this hamburger! Using your elbow against is the rule. I can't talk. Using your elbows against the rules, Satoko. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. It was a tough battle, blocking with her full momentum and an elbow in the opening moves. Satoko appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. The last meatball! Satoko Hojo. Hojo, you have been bested. Nom! Satoko and I, Amiya Bablet, began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck to my throat. Yeah, how does that make a difference? Seeing that made Rena-chan blush and breathe heavily in Rena! Rena, why are you breathing heavily? Mion advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. I want her locked up. She needs to go away. This is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. They won't. It's all gonna go downhill from here. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder where they are. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japan to praise how something tastes. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? It seems that long ago, people ate in silence. It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? It's probably because the people back then are so busy eating that they didn't have time to compliment the flavor. That's just you. Jeez. But you know, just hearing it, hearing that it looked, but you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. Why is everything making you Why is everything making you blush? It was delicious. With absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rena directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Huh? After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof. Her nose is gone again. Her eyes are once again squiggles. Rena, please! Thank you! It was really delicious. Rena's just like, I'm gonna take you home with me! Hey little kid, I'm gonna take you home with me. Rena! Stop it. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it. To reward Rika-chan for praise, ta-da! These are special! 2 apple rabbits. Rabbits? After sticking toothpicks in them, she thrust them toward Rika-chan. Hopefully the toothpicks don't hit her. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What is it, Satoko? What's with the defiant look? Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rena-san? Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think of with your weak vocab? Oh, well then, allow me to show you. After Satoko flashed me on a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Hey, so Rena Oni-chan's lunch, Satoko thought it was yummy too. Satoko looked up at her poutily while talking cutesy. Blah, I cannot read today. What? How is that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears, that's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is Rena's limited special skill. This is a Rena limited special skill. She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Of course, that was asking for the impossible. Rena glomped Satoko, and began rubbing her cheek against her. Cute! Satoko is so cute! I take you home! Swish. Stab. Push. Satoko was also presented with apple rabbits. Stab. Scary. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Mion and me again with a defiant gaze. That's unfair! To think she had such a trick! If it upsets you so much, why not reward Rena-chan with some praise? Damn it! That was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. You think you've won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion. What kind of trick is it? Kei-chan is going to be the one who does it. Mion, don't set me up with Rena. Don't set me up with Rena. What? Why don't I have it? You show me then. The writhing of an old maid. The plan of attack she suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. After sipping my tea, I started talking very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right? No. Actually, most of it, almost all of it, it was frozen stuff. Then, which ones did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say? Must I? From the synergy of Boy Plus... I'm talking, Rena. From the synergy of Boy Plus, handmade lunchbox. Her expression had melted into euphoria. I already know. This one, right? Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words, "I can't believe it," practically written on her face. She's blushing about everything! Everything I do impresses Rena. There is not a single thing I can do that doesn't impress Rena. How can you tell? How? That I made it? Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Silence enveloped the area. Rena's face, completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Satoko also blushed. Of course, I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits. Or something. Even if it was all because I was competing against Satoko, it felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then, at that moment... whoosh! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. Please, eat some, Keiichi-kun! There's plenty for you! Whack! Instantly, dozens of the apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, say, Keiichi-kun! Get away! My head was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even after more apples were shoved into my mouth, while she was squealing one apple after another, she forced into my mouth more and more. Holes. In translation, how about them apples, Satoko? Looks like we win. Kei-chan, that was beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Satoko? And this is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it! Such trickery! It doesn't bother me at all! Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it! I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. At that time, Rena stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it. Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Maybe? Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do. Poor Mr. Rabbit. I feel sorry for him. I want to save him. Dang. That's how I felt about... What? What was that? What was that? I was gonna say, that's how I always felt about chocolate rabbits, and then suddenly blood. Wee. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. It's just Rena's nose bleeding. That was the sound of blood spurting from Rena's nose. Cute. Tonight, I will take you home. Rena, please, Rena, why? Stop it. Stop talking about taking children home. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then, coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me, gathered them up with a whip, and fixed them back up on a plate. Now they're all just fine, Kay? Here, I'll go give them to Rika-chan, Kay? Rika-chan raised up Satoko's hand like a referee. After having the plate of rabbits shoved to her, she whispered, "This is our victory." What? What? A comeback? I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up in vain. Higurashi when they cry. Dang. It was a fun-filled, crazy day, but as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Rena. Kei-chan, see you tomorrow. Don't leave me with Rena. Please, Mion. Thanks for today, Mion. I had a great time. See you tomorrow. Satoko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion, and it ended up with just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air in our way home. Thanks for coming today, Keiichi-kun. Keiichi-kun. Was it fun? Yeah. Lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste to go home now. Then, well, would you mind taking a little detour, maybe? Maybe? A detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long. Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nodded. Traversing a small path and up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. This is her spot. A large heap of garbage spread out off towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recalled it being in the newspaper. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here? Was this the garbage pile? It's not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure. Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers, without the nose. So that meant there was nothing cute here. There was something cute here. Whoa, a new pile! I can't wait! She descended the unstable slope with ease. I'd expect no less from a born and bred country girl. She's a horse girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming! Oh, whoa! My city-raised self was completely pitiful. It's alright, just stay right there, Keiichi-kun. It won't take long. Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall! Watch your step! I'm fine! This is nothing at all! Literally bounding among the heaps of trash, Rena disappeared from sight. I didn't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. His body was tanned and fit. We finally have a guy! Let's go! but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. He's just a himbo. Whoa! You surprised me. Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? I gathered that he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious gaze, he introduced himself without my prompting. Tomitake? Is that how you pronounced it? I'm Tomitake. I'm gonna use the James voice for him from Murder Manor, because if you don't know, I voiced James Zerrell in an audio drama called Murder Manor. I will link that in the description. Freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. Careful, you might die. I didn't ask who you were. Dang, Keiichi. Dang. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. They can't refuse to see. So what, you're saying I'm the same as the bird? Why are you so mad, Keiichi? Why are you so mad? For no reason. He's like, you're not a girl. Ew. I only like girls. Go away from me. No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologize for trying to take your picture without asking. Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt for being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon. But this older guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself. Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting! I'm finished now! Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have someone with you? What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. What if she has bodies? What if she has bodies over there? And that's why she didn't want us to come. She's hiding something over there. He is a photographer. He's gonna die. We just met this man, and I don't even remember what his name is. Tomikaki something. Tomitake or something. Anyways, he's gonna die because he has a camera. He has a camera, and she's probably has something up there. I'm just gonna assume bodies, because I'm assuming she's a hardened criminal. Don't know. Maybe she's checking out on the dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. Maybe she was. You know, maybe she actually is like a murderer. Maybe, who knows? We don't know. Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh, I responded like I would if I were talking to Rena and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you. You're waiting a while, I guess. I'd best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi-kun. Don't leave me! Don't leave me, Tomitake! Don't leave me, Tomitake! Tomitake! Don't leave me! Don't leave me with Rena. No! Tomitake chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Tomitake, come back! Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit. I'm scared, not angry. We're gonna stop right there because I went past the timer. So this was a much shorter video, so we have a lot less to unpack. Nothing bad happened yet. It's taken a while. It's very slow. I've heard it's very slow. That guy made, like, that scene made it kind of eerie. I don't trust being alone with Rena, especially, like, at night. I honestly do think that she is really, like, looking at the corpse or whatever, because she wants to take kids home with her and she probably wants to kill them. That guy's gonna die, I'm afraid. Tomitake. He's cool. I liked him. I liked his design. And I like using the James voice. But yeah, so I'm sorry, Tomitake. You're probably gonna die. But thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, here I am. I don't know what to ask. What's a good question that I can ask for you guys to, like, do? If there's a game that you think you want me to play, you think it'd be entertaining for me to, like, watch me play, please recommend it to me, because I'd be totally down. Yeah, you can really recommend me anything. I may or may not play it, depending on if I think it'll suit me. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Please take care, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.